Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Dazzling Dave and this is my match preview of Wolverhampton Wanderers against Manchester United, Monday Night Football, live on Sky Sports at an expectant full house at Molineux, and that's coming next. So yes guys, there's loads to talk about, isn't there, in this game. It's always a great occasion when we play Man United, and I'm going to be talking about some stats, some facts, also going to be talking about my score predictions, what I think the team will be, and obviously I want you to contribute in the comments below on your thoughts pre-game predictions and who the first goal scorer will be. As always, if someone does get it right, you will get a shout out on the channel. I also got a little bit of news on where I'm going to be pre-match on Monday night before the game. So one other thing that I want to say before I get into the full match vlog is a big thank you to everyone that supports my channel. And I've literally hit a milestone recently, and that is 1 million views on my channel, and I'd like to say thank you so much for everyone that's watched any of my videos, small or long. It's really appreciated, and for me that's quite a special milestone, so thank you ever so much for your support, and I hope you'll continue to support and watch my vlogs. So on to some stats and facts, something that some of you may know or may not know, but we first played Manchester United way back in 1892. If any of you went to that game, please leave a comment below because I'd love to yeah, anyway. And they were called Newton Heath in those days before they were called Man United. It was our first game and we didn't do very well. We lost 10-1, so we're hoping for obviously a better result. So since then, over the years, Wolves and Man United have actually played 101 times. Wolves have won on 38 occasions, 17 draws, and they've lost on 48 times against United. However, last season we did have quite a good record against them, as you will probably well know. We drew away at Old Trafford with a fantastic goal from Moutinho, and then that fantastic atmosphere, one of the best games I've ever been to, which I've vlogged. It's also my biggest vlogs in terms of viewers, had over 125,000 views. The Man United Wolves game at Molineux, where we knocked them out the cup in the quarterfinals, and I will put a card up towards that as well, and I'll also put an end screen so you can watch that. Followed up by 2 weeks later when United came back to town, basically saying it was a cup game, and then we beat them again 2-1. I'll also put a link up, an end screen up on that game as well, so you can relive both of those games. Both teams' recent form going has been, including the pre-season also, is quite strong. In fact, both teams have won every game and drawn one. In fact, United last game, they absolutely thrashed Chelsea 4-0, but was it a 4-0 game? Chelsea were in the game for a long time and looking at some point the better team, but United, clinical, took their chances, and it was a great start to the season for them. So they're going to be coming to Molineux in quite bullish mood, I would imagine. They'll be looking for revenge over us from last year without a shadow of a doubt, and it's going to be an incredibly tough game. United don't have any fresh injury concerns, although Sanchez and Fred are both still trying to get back to full fitness. I'm not sure whether they'll be included in the squad or not, and Nuno has said that Wolves have a full squad to pick from. Some other stats and facts. Wolves have actually unbeaten in their last 8 Premier League games at home, winning 6 and drawing 2. So we've got a really good record at Molineux. United, on the other hand, in the Premier League are winless on their last 4 games away from home, drawing 1 and losing 3. So let's hope we can make that 5. Their actual record winless run away from home came under David Moyes, and that was in the 2014 season between April and November. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has also lost all of his 3 games for Wolves, 2 as United manager and 1 as Cardiff manager. And here's a nice interesting stuff. We do love Raul Jimenez, don't we? Especially all Wolves fans, but I love, obviously, he's one of my favourite players. And he has a fantastic record against the top 6 from last year. He was involved in 7 Premier League goals, 4 goals and 3 assists. Only Sergio Aguero and Raheem Sterling had a better record against the top 6. And for United, Anthony Martial has scored 49 goals for United in all competitions. And if he scores another goal, which we hope won't be against Wolves, he will be the 53rd United player to score 50 goals for the club. Now, thinking about the team and thinking about the score, the first half against Punic, it was a bit of a funny old game with a lot of players coming in and getting used to the system. Second half, we played a little bit of Ole football. Obviously, you've got to bear in mind the standard of the opposition, but you still got to play the football. And you've seen Wolves on so many occasions that have slipped up or took their eye off the ball at games like that. And we scored 4 really good goals. One of the best was the Jota, scissor kick. And again, I'll put the card up for that. Have a look at that, because I got that from the North Bank. It's a great goal, and I was going mad on that. So Nuno has a little bit of a headache. Vinagre played well. Traore did better in the second half, I thought. Catrone, he was my man of the match. He played really well. Pedro Neto, I was really impressed with him. And Jesus came in at the back, and he gradually got into the game. You can see what a quality player and some of his range and passing that he's got, and that's where he will add across Bennett. I think is the way he comes out with the ball, and I think that's why Nuno has brought him in. But will he bring him in replace of Bennett? So this is what I think my lineup is going to go. Rui Patricio in goal, Cody and Bolle. I think he'll probably stick with Bennett on this game. He's not really done anything wrong. We will have a lot of defending to do, and he will keep Jesus waiting, but if there's going to be a change, it might be there. The central midfield 3, it's going to be Neves, Moutinho and Dendoncker. That sort of picks itself. Gibbs White had a good second half. Saïd as well has done well when he's coming, but I can't see them starting. You're going to be bringing back in Johnny Otto. Vinagre is going to be, we've got 5 games in like 15 days, and the wing backs are going to be really used a lot, and I think he will go back with Doherty. Again, we're expecting United to, to have a lot more attacking threat. So again, I always think Adama's maybe got a little bit more going forward, but Doherty's got more going back, and Doherty does know how to put the ball in the back of the net, which is also a good attribute to have from a wing back. And then up front, it's going to be, I think, again, Jimenez and Jota. They literally got 15-20 minutes on Thursday, and look at that magical goal. Their link-up play, if they're not one of the best striking duos in the league, I don't know, they just have a really great understanding. But with Patrick Catrone as well, he's more of a direct forward as well. He's got a lot to add, and he's going to have a big impact on the season. So I think that's going to be my starting lineup. Do you agree with me? If leave a thumbs up in the comments below. Leave your thoughts. Let me know what you think, if I've got any of those positions wrong. But that's what I think the starting lineup's likely to be. And as a score prediction, I want to say a Wolves win. I do. And last year I predicted it bang on. I felt we were going to beat United on both occasions, as we did. I think this is a slightly different scenario. I still think we can win the game, but I am going to be a little bit conservative, and I'm going to go for a Wolves 2, United 2. I think Jimenez is going to score, and I think either Neves or Moutinho are going to get one from a free kick. But that's my predictions. Leave yours below, as I say. And yeah, in terms of Monday night, I was talking about that. Casino 36 Sports Bar support my channel, and I'm going to be eating there with Magic Moss and Sean Connery before the game. So feel free to come along and say hello. If you do come, you need to bring some ID, and you do need to be 18 or over to get in. But it's always a really great place to go, Casino 36, because I do like the bars and the pubs in town, but they do tend to be really rammed, and it's really nice and chilled out at Casino 36. So come along to that, and even though you haven't got a ticket, come before the game if you want. And they're also showing the game live in the sports bar after as well, so that would be great. But it'd be nice to see a few of you, so pop along. If you haven't entered the Raul Jimenez competition, the draw closes for that on the 5th of September, and that's to celebrate the launch of my the new website blogwolves.com, so check that out and subscribe to that as well. But enter the competition, and I'll leave a link below to the competition so you can get your name in the hat for that, for the Raul Jimenez posters. There's 2 posters. There's an upright one, there's a 16:9 one. If you click the link below, it'll go straight for that, and you can see what I mean and get yourself entered if you've not already done. Grateful for you watching this video. I hope you've watched all the way to the end. Give us a thumbs up. If you're brand new around here, please consider subscribing. Hit the bell, as you'll always be first to be notified of any of my uploads. And as I say, leave your comments and thoughts below. Again, thanks ever so much for all your support, for getting me to 1 million views. That's just amazing. And here's to the game on Monday night.